So as you can see, it's easy enough to set up a new document with artboards, but editing existing documents is slightly different. So let's take a look at an example of this. What I'm going to do is press Command O or Control O on the PC for File and Open. And inside our project files, let's once again go into our examples and let's pull in this document called a single card, okay? Now when we click open on that, we can see we again have it tabbed here, and I'm just going to scroll this over so we can see the whole document, or even Command 0 to fit this in window. Now you can see that we've got the front essentially of a business card design, but it's on a document that's much larger than that. So when we do fit in window, we're fitting the document and not the actual artwork that's within that page. Well, this is actually a letter size, 8.5 by 11 inch layout here. So we might want to adjust this so that when we output this for print, we would be able to access, crop marks here on the corner and everything else. It's a waste of film and space if we output all this area. So your natural reaction would be to go to Document Setup up here in the control panel, or under the file menu you see down here at the bottom. It's exactly the same command. So I'm going to use the control panel here and say click Document Setup and bring up the dialog box. Now, the things you can change in here, we have the units. We can switch the settings there. We can adjust or add or delete bleed if necessary. Okay, and we can also do things like change the transparency grid, which I do like to do. I like to set this to small, so I'll go ahead and do that. But you'll notice in here there are no size settings, okay? It's not like in InDesign or something where you would go into Document Setup and be able to set up the document. This is very different in here because the document might contain multiple artboards with different sizes or multiple pages essentially. So coming in here and defining one size would affect all of them. So really it's a separate option. This defines general options for the document, but if you want to adjust the actual size of an artboard or a page itself, it's done by editing artboards or using the tools and the palettes, which I'll show you in just a second. So I really wanted to show you this dialog box because you may come in here and think, where are the settings to adjust the size of an artboard or a page? So just as you can see, they're not in here. Now if we go ahead and click OK, because I changed that transparency grid, I just wanted to show you because this is something we'll switch back and forth between later on. If you go up to the View menu and go down and Show Transparency Grid, you see there's a keyboard shortcut there as well, Shift-Command-D or Shift-Control-D on the PC. That will give us our transparency grid very much like when you're working in Photoshop. Again, I can use the keyboard shortcut now to switch that back off.